Hi everyone, hope you're all amazing and well. You're most welcome back to another video right here. If you're new here, please, you're most welcome, and please consider liking and subscribing to this channel. So straight away we look at trailing stops. What exactly is trailing stops? You may have heard it a lot of times, but you've been wondering what exactly is this all about and how does it work. So trailing stops is basically a hack that you could use. It's part of risk management. It's a hack that you use to move your stop loss when you are already in profit. So it's an order that you use when your trade is already moving in your direction and you are already making some profits, okay? So you don't use it as an entry position, but rather when you are already having a running position. So it's basically a hack that could use you to maximize your profits and minimize your losses, okay? So let's take, for instance, we are having this case scenario. So this red line is our take profit, the entry is the black line, and then the stop loss is the yellow line. So we are having a case scenario whereby you are already in this trade, you have anticipated it buy, and you're lucky enough that your strategy works out in your favor and you are having such, like, your trade is already in profit, like almost halfway to your take profit. And then you're wondering, you'd be like, maybe you didn't see the news and then news are coming in, or it's always important to know that no strategy is 100% accurate and anything could happen at any time. And another thing, market can never go straight up to your take profit. It has to move. It could move halfway into your direction and come back to your entry straight up, or it could even back to your stop loss, okay? Anything can happen, and this tool comes in quite handy because it saves you from such instances. It can be stressful, guys, and I know you know this because it happens a lot of times and it can be really stressing and it can tamper with your psychology a lot. And then that's when you start asking yourself, but the market keeps hunting my stop loss, what is happening? My strategy, my what is not happening? So this is a hack that you could incorporate to avoid such psychological kind of traumas, okay? So let's take, for instance, that your trade is halfway the journey. You could decide to move your stop loss to this level. There are two options. You could either move to your entry, and when you move your stop loss to your entry level, it is called break even, okay? You are breaking even in a sense that you are not losing from the market and you are not gaining from the market, okay? I don't know if that makes sense. You neither gain or lose from the market. So this becomes break even, okay? That level becomes a break even. And when in case the market comes against you, when it comes against you, let's say it moved halfway into your direction and then it suddenly came back to your entry position. Like it moved up here and then it suddenly came up here. So if you moved your stop loss to this entry position, the position that was acting as your entry at first, you end up losing nothing and you gain nothing from the market. So that becomes the break even. But when you move your stop loss a little closer to the current price, like let's say around there, when market moves against you in any circumstance, maybe a retracement or a reversal, it will move in such a way that it will hit your stop loss, your current stop loss right here. Because you moved it, it may hit your stop loss and it could do anything, could come back to your entry position or even continue back down, or it could hit your stop loss, your current stop loss, and then head back into your direction. So anything is absolutely possible, okay? Anything, it could come, hit your stop loss, and then head back to your take profit. So in this case, you leave the market, you're closed out of the market with a few profits, okay? You don't leave the market with completely zero. Like if you had your stop loss maybe right down here, and then it came against you and then hit your stop loss, okay? You end up leaving at least with some money. So the basic thing you should know is that these hacks work, but what you should know that everyone has their own trading style, okay? And what may work for you may not work for the other person. So all these hacks you need to incorporate if you're learning, and you need to learn every day. You need to try out everything and test out everything on your personal basis and find out what works for you. Keep trying out here and there. So another thing you should avoid doing is that you should not place your you should not trail your stops too fast into, like, let's take for instance, you are having, like, you entered here and then it went in your direction with just a few pips, maybe 5 or 10 pips, and then you are already trailing your stop loss, like already shifting your stop loss closer. So that is another thing that you should avoid, because trading is all about patience also. If you are not patient, and much as you may want to avoid risk, it could also cost you. So let's say it moved maybe 5 pips only, and then you're already moving it. There are many high chances that this trade will obviously hit your stop loss. Very high chances, because a market has to move and have, we could call them breathing space. Like, you're not giving it breathing space, so you could easily hit your stop loss and actually head back to your take profit, okay? So one thing I would advise is at least allow the trade to move, let's say 50% of your into your take profit. So let's say if you were targeting, let's say 100 pips or 50 pips, move halfway, like allow the market to move halfway the journey, like at least like right there, and then that's when you can now consider moving it closer right there, like move your stop loss closer when it is at least halfway the journey, but not moving it when it is already like just a little distance. Or you can even move it when it's even 3/4, like it's remaining with a few pips to your take profit. That's when you could actually move it and then wait for the trade to hit your take profit, okay? Or even come back, even if it hits your stop loss this time, you're leaving the market with some money, okay? So you could try this out. You could try this hack out in your trading and see how it works, okay? Let's say you entered your trade around there, and then your take profit is probably down there. What happened? It moved actually in our direction from our entry here. It moved in our direction at first, but then what happened? Came down, came back there, almost hitting our entry level, okay? And then headed back down there. So the best thing would be if you move like this is almost halfway, you trail up to the, if you had moved your stop loss to your entry position, let's say this is our entry position around here, like you shifted this stop loss from here up to right here, even if price had come back to almost hitting our entry level, would leave the market with zero. And zero is it's better you leave the market with zero rather than negatives, you know, other than leaving the market with losses here and there. We are preserving capital, and we need to do all things possible to at least secure our capital, because that's all I had for you today. Comment down below, what do you think about trailing your stops? Do you think it's a good idea? Do you think it's not good? So let's discuss down below, and let's see how it works out. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope to see you in the next video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to this channel. Bye bye, see you.